is sitting right now in front of me?
Finishing with that last dangerous mission where I was almost killed and I was raped multiple times. I will be honest, I don't know.
How did you honey trap people?
Okay, let me tell you how does it work.
Did your father knew about this, that you were being raped multiple times and you are like a meat to the government there?
The government chooses future agents for a few parameters.
Okay, what
And
are the
it's-
parameters?
It's not about beauty at all. It's about
But why were you being raped so many times then?
victim mentality. If you have victim mentality, you'll be raped. Got a task. This is the leader of the criminal group. I supposed to be a bait. So with Vladimir, we already had one of the member of my team who was already undercover in the group, but at the same time, he was bringing him girls. Oh, I have this girl. She's a student. You know, do you want to her for tonight? Then my turn. I manipulated him.
What would you give him?
Keys or maybe BG. But when he
Okay.
behaves as a bad boy, I'm like, oh, sorry, I need to do my homework. I'm busy today. You know, this adrenaline rush, and at the same time, you have intercourse. This is anchor. This is the biggest anchor for any man.
Okay.
He becomes addicted.
Girl to girl, tell me, how was it dating you?
Oh, it was amazing. It's like being celebrity.
Yeah?
Criminals were celebrities. So who is the biggest celebrity in India?
Amitabh Bachchan?
Imagine him in Russia, but he's a criminal lord. That's the way Vladimir was treated in Russia.
How do you target your spot? For an agent, the target has to look at the agent at least 7 times. So is that true?
Absolutely.
How does this work? Tell me, please.
Installing different objects, events around the target. They guide the target to make a decision they want him to do.
You know, I've met a lot of men. I don't know why they try to act as a victim mentality.
They want a woman to help him and baby him like a mommy. Oh, you little poor boy. She's a bad person. She's a bad bitch. I'm with you. Let me help you. I will do everything for you. This is manipulation.
Hello everyone, namaste. Welcome back to the Raavya Sarda Show. Today's guest is someone who was trained to do something most of us fear. Getting into people's mind, taking out stories from them, emotional bending, manipulation. She was an ex-Russian spy, and we are going to talk a lot about manipulation today and her life. It's a playbook of manipulation and how seducers actually look out for their victims. What is love bombing, what is gaslighting. That there are so many things that we are going to talk about. And listen to this podcast carefully, watch this podcast carefully, because after watching and listening this podcast, you may realize some people in your life are not actually who they are. So please welcome Aliia Roza. Alia, namaste. Welcome to
Namaste.
India. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Rai, for having me. Namaste. And
How
thank you.
are you?
I'm good. I'm very, very excited to be here. This is my first time in India.
In India.
First time in Mumbai. I am feeling so grateful and so blessed. Thank you for having
Do
me.
you know any Hindi words here?
No. Namaste.
Namaste. कैसे हैं आप? अगर if I ask कैसे हैं आप is how are you?
कैसे हैं आप?
कैसे हैं आप? You're
कैसे
supposed
हैं
to
आप?
say मैं बढ़िया हूँ.
मैं बढ़िया हूँ.
बढ़िया हूँ.
बढ़िया
I'm
हूँ.
fine.
बढ़िया हूँ.
मैं बढ़िया हूँ.
मैं बढ़िया हूँ.
So Alia, the first question which comes in my mind, which has been sitting in my research paper since a very long time, you changed your name, you changed your identity, you changed your country many times. So who is sitting right now in front of me? Is this Aliia Roza, a real woman, or a spy, or someone we actually do not know?
You know what? I've done so many podcast interviews. This is first time somebody asked me this question.
Yeah?
And I've done therapy for 17 years after my PTSD, of course, finishing with that last dangerous mission where I was almost killed and I was raped multiple times. I will be honest, I don't know. I really do not know, because I think at some point I lost myself. Because imagine living for almost 20 years in different identities in different countries. I lived in Russia. In USSR, I was born. Then when it fall, I lived in Russia. Then I moved to Greece. Then I moved to Switzerland. Then I moved to London, UK. Then I moved to France. Then I moved to Italy. And then 5 years ago, I moved to America. And you know what? I think in America, I think that point 5 years ago, I think also because of COVID, because we kind of like were so isolated, and obviously all my tasks were dropped and I didn't receive any tasks from the government. I finally realized, and I wanted to know, what's my mission in life? Like, what do I want to do really? Like, who am I? Yeah. And I started to do this healing therapy with different therapists like Reiki. She actually was telling how did she work on me in the podcast To Die For, which we did with Neil Strauss. She participates there, and she was doing this Reiki therapy for a year, and actually it helped me to come to my understanding who am I and what I want to do. And slowly I came to the point that I didn't know that what I've learned is actually not available for public. I didn't know. I honestly never really did the research or something. I just like, I used to work and I was like doing what I supposed to do. Like we always like in our working mood, we like, just working and we don't like see anything. And like we are like in this routine. And then suddenly like all these curtains dropped down and I felt like, wait, so who am I? What I want to do? And then I have received a message which actually completely switched my mind. So there was a girl, 16 years old, and she DM'd me on Instagram. She said, I am standing right now on the 17th floor and I'm ready to jump to kill myself.
Oh my God.
Yes, because my boyfriend said that I'm ugly because I showed you a picture from Instagram. And he said, oh, you and I want to be like you. And he said, you will never be like her. You're ugly. You're like, miserable and all this. And she texted me and she said like, nobody knows, neither my parents. And I just wanted you to let you know, and I'm ready to jump.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
And at that time I was online and I see it and I'm like, oh my God. So I, in Instagram,
painful.
you can call.
Yeah.
So I called her
Immediately.
Yeah. And we talked for like an hour.
Oh, nice of you.
And and we spoke about different things. Apparently she loves to draw and she wants to be an artist, and she honestly is beautiful. If I will show you a picture, like she's a really beautiful, decent girl, but she's just like, every teenager, I'm mom of teenager, my son is almost 17 years old. Like I understand that age, they're going through puberty, there's so many hormones in their body, they don't understand, they're completely lost. And when somebody criticizing you or manipulating you, and you can lose your life because of this criticism, how dangerous is that? And I realized that moment how important to teach people and share knowledge is how to not to be distracted by this negativity.
How to not get manipulated by people, right?
Manipulated by toxic people, narcissists, predators, because they're also manipulators using children to kidnap for human trafficking. Okay. India apparently is on top six countries in human trafficking, and there are over 27 million people every year are kidnapped for human trafficking. It's what we know, and how many numbers what we don't know. Yeah. So it's very important, and I understood, for me, this is my mission, to educate especially young generation, because I'm as a mother, to educate young generation to be confident enough. So anyone who will tell you some BS, you said F you. I know I deserve the best. I know who I am. I know I'm strong, I'm beautiful, I know my mission, and
confident.
F you, and block all toxic people.
The negativity and everything,
Yes.
right?
I know for a fact that manipulators, they cannot even try. They may even a little bit try, but I see it through. They just like, they don't even come to me.
Yeah.
Because they understand that like I'm not in the victim mentality. So manipulators, they see victim mentality on the animal level. You don't need to say even anything. You can look posh, beautiful, like looking like confident, but if you have a victim mentality,
Yeah.
they will scan it straight away.
They'll spot you.
They spot you, they come to you, they'll give you all the love bombing, then they will give you gaslighting, then they will give you isolation, so you're completely feeling alone, and then you will have a Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
And you will be attached to your manipulated,
It's
to
a
your
vicious
owner.
circle.
Yeah,
Right?
and then your life is just becomes
Is
miserable.
not, your life is not in your hands, it's
No.
not in your control, right? Okay, so we have a lot many questions for you, but just in one line, if you can tell me, is Aliia Roza still a character, or
Aliia Roza. So yes, so
A real person sitting
Rosa
in
is
front of
not
me?
my name, my real name. I cannot share my real name just because number one, my parents still live in Russia.
Yeah.
Of course, I never said anything bad about President of Russia. I never said anything bad about the government. I just sharing my life story. Yes, I share what I did learn there. Yes, but at the same time, you know, I got my diploma, and actually I have a medal for a good serving after, like, you know, exposing this
Correct.
drug trafficking gang. I actually was sort of like a hero there. So I never really said anything bad about Russian government, but yet, because the Ukraine war is still going on, unfortunately, and I stand for peace, I just want to protect my parents who still live in Russia, and I just don't want to really like tell my surname and everything, but
Yeah, that's right.
of course I do provide my
Correct.
archive documents and certificates and diplomas to every journalist or podcasters when I do
Alia, tell
interview.
me, since we are talking about parents, your father, he was one of the highest ranking officer, right? But he was the one who trained you also, and who introduced you to the agencies for whom you worked, the same agency in which the commanders raped you multiple times.
No, it wasn't the same department. It was another department, but so they didn't know each other.
Okay.
They knew each other. Okay, I know he works there, da da da. But they were not friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But what I'm trying to ask you here is that did your father knew about this, that you were being raped multiple times, and you are like a meat to the government there?
You know what? This is question number one people ask me, especially after listening my story. So let me try to explain you and your audience, and I think this will resonate with so many people. As parents, a lot of them, they want their children to do what they do. If your parent is a singer, probably like he will teach you how to sing and you to become a singer. If your father is a plumber, he will probably teach you how to be the best plumber. So this is what our parents do, because it's not because they're bad, because they don't know any other profession. This is what they've done, the experience that they've done over their life. They want to share with their kids, so their kids can go ahead and earn money for their life.
Yeah. But my question here is, I'm coming to the point that, did your father ever said sorry to you? Has this happened?
He doesn't know what happened to me. I have never tell him.
Okay.
Never. My father, okay, so he got retired because he got a cancer.
Okay.
And he had two very difficult surgeries. And he obviously retired and all that. I couldn't give him more pain that he would never forgive himself, and who knows, maybe like do something bad to himself. So he doesn't know.
He doesn't
All
know.
he knows that I've been working there. I did some dangerous missions. He knew that it was dangerous, but he trained me from like 6 years old, and he taught me very well. And he knows that with these knowledges, I will be the winner anyway. That's what his mentality. And I do speak with my dad and my dad. They're still together.
Yeah.
Thank God, more or less healthy. I do speak with them every week on the phone, like on the, WhatsApp. So even though WhatsApp is blocked in Russia, but
Okay.
but yes.
Were you bullied as a child?
Absolutely, yes.
Yes.
So imagine this. Imagine you are a 5-6 years old girl, the way you look, beautiful, with olive beautiful skin, with beautiful eyes, and you are surrounded by 1,000 blonde, blue eyes kids, and they look at you as you are an alien.
Yeah.
So that's how I felt myself in my school, because my parents, they're coming from Kazakhstan, USSR in 1991, when I was just like in elementary, like middle school. And we because my father's career, military career, we ended up living in Russian side.
Okay.
So I went to the Russian school. So I had to learn Russian language as my native language. So I was bullied constantly by my classmates because I look Asian, obviously, Central Asia.
Yeah.
And they told me, oh, you're Chinese, go to China. Or they would say, like, we don't want to play with you. Or like, I also had like, they beaten me up, and I knew by that time already martial arts, and I could,
You could give them back.
I could.
Yeah.
But I wasn't my victim mentality. So I would come back home, cry. And only one thing what I did, I was just constantly studying. I was a nerd, like a proper nerd.
Okay.
So when the teacher would say, okay, did anyone did the homework? And everybody will like sitting and, okay, I know you did it. Okay, go ahead, tell us. So I was a nerd.
Okay. So that is why do you think the government chose you? Because you were lonely, you were bullied?
The government chooses future agents for a few parameters.
Okay. What
And
are the
it's-
parameters? Tell
Yes,
me.
it's not just the look. Like they think, oh, just she needs to be beautiful or whatever. No, sometimes, and we had like 5 future female students that time from 350 students.
Okay.
So they had picked because we had to go through a special test. So it's not about beauty at all. It's about charisma. How can you really switch from one person to another person in a second?
And you can do that?
Well, apparently I can.
Okay.
And how also can you mentally resist to a very strong psychological dramatic events? For example, if somebody is dead in front of your eyes and you see a lot of blood or something, how would you tolerate that? Yeah. So they would give us a lot of psychological tests, and according to that they would choose. But it's not just this. So appearance, sometimes you have to be not so beautiful because sometimes you need to blend in the crowd.
But you were broken at that time. So do you think broken people are like the best weapons for the government?
Yes. So the third thing, and you're absolutely right, and this is amazing that you said that, they chose particular, and they always choose people who has victim mentality, who are not confident, because it is again the same story like Stockholm syndrome. The government, the state, the mentor, the teacher, the commander, whatever becomes your master, and you become a puppy, and you become like so attached, so you cannot imagine living without what you have this life. You are stuck in this, in this life, that you are so scared, because this is, even though it's very difficult, but you think this is your comfort zone. You think, because you are in in the cage, like mental cage.
And then, like, what really happened? Was your training about manipulation, psychological manipulation, or attraction? So here I want to know from you the complete cycle, how you were trained brutally also.
I mean, it's a long story, but
But if we can
I'll
talk
try to
in
make it short.
short,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, okay,
If we
imagine
can
that.
make it like, for people to understand,
To
like
understand how was it. Yeah.
there was also torture here.
Well, yes, of course, because again, they need to see your tolerance. What if you would be caught by the enemy? Can
Yeah.
you tolerate the torture?
No.
So this is really important things. So from 4 a.m. we would wake up, do our bath, and like get ready, blah blah blah. Then we would go to physical training. So usually we would do jogging, some exercises. By then we would have a shower, get ready, wear our uniform, go to the breakfast.
Okay.
And then from 8 a.m. we start our education classes, which are how to use the gun shooting classes, how to use, for example, different gadgets, how to open someone's lock, how to install a bug.
Oh, you know how to open the locks also?
Well, yeah, I
Part
can
of the
just
training.
use the hairpin
Hairpin.
and yes.
Very
Actually, it
filming.
did help me one time. I was locked out from my apartment and actually helped me, which is
Yeah?
kind of cool.
Okay.
So you learn all these kind of things. Plus, you learn about history, the law, so a lot of like academical kind of things. But then 5 of us, after the program would be finished, at 4 p.m. we would go to a separate classes, which we were not allowed to discuss with our classmates, needed to our relatives or family members.
Okay.
And they were mostly 90-80%, I would say, about psychological training, which is manipulation, persuasion, influence, seduction, NLP techniques, anchoring techniques, programming brain techniques, hypnosis.
Hypnosis also?
Yes.
Oh.
And then after, we would have our dinner, again, like a little time for homework and all that. Then again, we would go, like every morning, every evening, you would have like a report where everybody lines up and they basically listen to what will happen tomorrow, what's like the news, what's events and all this. And then 10 p.m., you go to bed, but we didn't go to bed because we had to do our homework. So I had to do my homework till like 12,
So
1.
you used to practice what was being taught to you?
Yeah, because you are giving so much material, like so
Right.
many books you have to read, and when you're supposed to read, like you only have time like after 10 p.m. So I would read all these books and like do my homework by like 12, 1 a.m. and then I would just sleep like 2-3 hours, and then the next day is the same and the same and the same. Plus there was no like weekends, so you still do the same stuff.
But why were you being raped so many times then? How is this
Well,
part
victim
of
mentality, my love. Victim mentality. If you have victim mentality, you'll be raped till the moment you get out of your victim mentality.
That's true. Tell me, let's go to the part of seduction. How would you target your spot? I mean, if you're around people, there are so many people around here, let's say in India or anywhere,
Okay.
anywhere you're in any other country, how do you target your spot? I've heard in one of your videos that for an agent, before you target any, any person, the target has to, look at the agent at least 7 times, not direct contact, no open conversation, but somewhere it's there in the mind of
Peripheral vision will see
peripheral
this face.
vision. Yes. So is that true?
Absolutely.
How does this work? Tell me, please.
The best explanation would be if you ever seen the movie Focus with Will Smith and Margot Robbie. If you haven't, please watch it.
Okay.
I will explain how does it work. Social engineering, that's the term. It's when the team, you can't do it by yourself, of course, installing different objects, events around the target.
Different scenarios.
Yes.
Okay.
So they guide the target to make a decision they want him to do. For example, if I have a target, like when I had a target, number
Okay.
1, gathering information. So, for example, nowadays it's much easier to gather information. We're actually working right now on AI app, which will help people to collect information and know exactly who's in front of you without wasting your time looking at social media and getting all information online and all this. It will come very soon. So yeah, so it will be very helpful. So basically, you need to gather information as much as you can. Social media really useful because you can see what's the interest of this person, hobbies, what does he do, everything. Plus LinkedIn, what's the job, what's the history, and all that. If you don't see any information online,
yeah.
it's a red flag.
Okay.
Because, like, I mean, come on. So something is really shady about this person. Maybe he's a spy. Who knows? Or she's a spy.
No, but my husband doesn't have any social media.
I do believe that somewhere at some point he has some internet footprint.
I believe he has made some accounts, but it's only for scrolling what's going on or some
Yeah.
funny videos. But he never really shares anything.
Yeah, but he's your husband and you're famous, so and you go together to
No,
some
no,
events.
I'm
So paparazzi definitely saw you, made some pictures, and if you really like, search on internet, you can find out.
Okay, so we'll come back to the topic. So tell me, what is the formula? What is the step?
Yes.
To
So you got the information, number one.
Correct.
Then you analyze this information, right? Like, okay, so you need to create a legend. So, for example, I love these bracelets which you presented me.
Yeah.
So I understand that you have a good taste, especially for jewelry, that you like this, jewelry, you like fashion, you like to mix and match. I can see your beautiful earrings, which are very compatible to your sari, beautiful color. I understand that you like jewelry. What I would do, if you would be my target, I would speak about jewelry with you. Oh, do you know this brand? They have like this new collection. Have you seen it? It's so amazing. I want to buy this. What about this? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I need to find similarities.
Oh my God, and that's so true. When you first said about the jewelry thing and I told you that I'm going to start something into jewelry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where you find some mutual similarities, or like where you can establish this trust, because what you want from your target, you want the target to trust you. And trust takes some time. Only manipulators, they go like in rush and they try to conquer very quickly. When the man would say to you, like, after one date, I love you, I want to marry you, I want to have kids with you, it means I just want to F you. Seriously, like, ladies, please, come on, don't be naive.
Yeah, you're so right. So tell me, what is the first thing that a woman should never tell on her dates? Or a man also should not reveal about
for men
that
and for
one
women.
thing.
For men and for women. Number one, never bad mouth about anyone or your exes particular. Because first of all, if you say like, oh, my ex-husband did domestic violence, or like he verbally abused me, or like cheated on me, you're already allowing in the future this future partner to do the same. Or if guy says, oh, we broke up because she cheated on me, like, don't say about your past experiences.
Don't talk about your ex.
Yeah,
don't talk about your ex.
usually say like, well, we just had like different lifestyles, or like we had like different missions in life, and or like just different characters and all this. But she's a great person, we still keep in touch. Or we don't keep in touch, doesn't matter. Oh, well, she moved to another country or whatever. But when you start to badmouth, meaning what? If he or she speaks so bad about his or her ex, so he will say exactly the same things about me if we break up.
I've met a lot of men, and one thing I've seen is, I don't know why they try to act as a victim mentality.
Sometimes
they talk about their ex. A lot of men, as you said,
I will explain
this
you why,
is so right. Or they talk about their ex-wives, or they talk about their current wives. The reason we have met, the meeting, the agenda, that goes for a toss. But you're talking, I don't know why are you talking about your ex, your girlfriend, your whatever you were going through, your pain. I don't want to know that in the first meeting.
Why do they do this?
Yeah.
You know why? who are women? Women are creators. Women are giving birth. We create a new life. We are nurturing, we are kind, we want to help. If women would be more CEO and politicians and leaders, there wouldn't be any wars, right? It would be peace.
Yeah.
So what men do when they complain or and pretend to be victim, they want a woman to help him and baby him like a mommy. Oh, you little poor boy. She's a bad person. She's a bad bitch. I'm with you. Let me help you. I will do everything for you. This is manipulation.
So they are looking out for a motherly figure.
Some men, they do just because they had narcissistic mothers or they didn't have good relationship with mothers. So they're looking for a woman who could be mommy to him.
Okay.
So they're in infantile position.
Okay, I get your point. Tell me something. How does this manipulation work? The psychology of every predator, every con, or every toxic partner. How does manipulation work for them?
Very, very easy. And please remember these very easy steps because the pattern is exactly the same for manipulators, predators, criminals, toxic people, narcissists, and any person who actually wants to use you, like takers.
Okay.
Number one, what they do also, like secret agents, they gather information about you from friends, social media, internet, and all this.
Yeah, they're very quick in that. Okay.
Yes, of course, they're professionals because like this is what they do. Then they come to you and they do love bombing. What is it? Or like, for example, if it's not romantic or if it's a business, oh, you're so talented. Or like a woman, you're so beautiful. Oh, you're so like great. I just adore, I admire you. Like a lot of compliments, a lot of gifts, a lot of attention, a lot of energy. Every day you receive it, and you're like, oh my God, this person is amazing. He's so good.
He's so into me.
Huh?
He's so into me.
Yeah, he's so into me, for example, in romantic relationship. Oh, he's so into me. Oh, good morning, my love. How you feeling? Good night, my love. How you feeling? Blah, 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 blah. Or in business, it's the same. Or I've heard, or like I read your article where you spoke about a new invention or a new project in your company. You're so great. So a lot of love bombing. This is love bombing.
Yeah.
So what happens with our brain? 21 day, as you know, the brain creates the habit
of that person. Okay.
of anything.
Okay.
Drinking coffee every day is a habit, by the way.
Yeah.
Which is for me
okay.
a good habit. So after love bombing, what they do is gaslighting. For example, you said something and then manipulator would go, no, it wasn't like that. For example, you saw him sleeping, having intercourse with someone, and he was like, no, it's a nurse. She was helping me to because I have a pain or something, whatever. So whatever you say or you saw or wherever you kind of you feel, they will twist it and they will make you believe that you are the fool, that something is wrong with you. And when you will be told this constantly every single day, our brain works this way. Our brain will remember that. If you tell
you're feeding your brain.
Yeah, if you surround yourself with people who telling you you are smart, you're beautiful, I believe in you, you're great, you're successful, you'll be successful. Like Rothschild, Rockefeller, also, they said, if you want to become rich and wealthy and successful, surround yourself with 5 successful, wealthy people. Okay. Because you will be surrounded in this circle and you will be constantly in this energy. If you want to be in this misery loves company, right? You want to be complaining and be miserable, go ahead and be with these people. Yeah, so that's why it's so important with whom you're hanging out.
Okay, so love bombing is from going from chemistry to Getting
compliments.
trapped.
So it's like love bombing. It's when manipulator gives you a lot of attention. You get used to it. And then after its emotional swings, after he disappears or she disappears, something happens. You think something happens. Oh, I did something wrong. You start to have self insecurities and
Self-doubt.
sabotaging and self-doubts. You feel I did something wrong, I said something wrong, and you start to like think about it. And as more we think about this person, as more our brain get attached to this person, and we think that we are in love, but this is not love. This is manipulation.
You get caught into that trap.
Yes, it is a trap.
Yeah. Okay.
Then it is a gaslighting.
Yeah.
So the manipulator has to make sure you feel insecure. So ask your question, and this is very important. What kind of relationship do you have? If you feel in your relationship that you're insecure, that you don't believe in yourself, you go to a job interview and you're thinking, oh, I will not get this job because I'm not good enough like others, or I'm not that beautiful, or I'm not that smart, probably the partner with whom you are right now is not supporting you. If you feel that I'm the best, I'm powerful, I can do everything, I can conquer the world, I'm successful, probably your partner is there to support you and telling you every single day, I believe in you, baby, you can do it. So this is like very important. And then after gaslighting, what manipulators do is isolation. And it would be like this: oh, you know, your friend Sarah, for example, you know, you're friends from like childhood and you know her for like 10-15 years, but you know, I think she's jealous about you because, you know, we have such a loving relationship, you know. And then another day he would say, oh, you know, she looked at me in this weird way, I think she was flirting with me. And then it would be, oh, you know, actually she texted me, or like she tried to invite me over or something. And then the next thing you know, he's cheating with Sarah, and apparently it wasn't, I mean, if Sarah is the bad person, of course, I'm not talking about like whatever, but apparently it would be all twisted. He would be the one who would persuade Sarah to sleep with her just for his own insecurity, because manipulators are very insecure people. That's why they're parasiting on someone to feel something, feel bad, so they feel
good about it.
Of course.
And they have an upper hand on,
as more they put you down, as more they lift themselves up. Yes.
Yeah.
So isolation. Or for example, I think your mom, you know, she's like, I think she's like really has like this influence on you, or like you become like your mom. I think like she's calling us too much. I think she's like, you know, I think she doesn't like me. So manipulator tries to isolate you from everyone. Why? Because when you have no one in your life, then manipulator can totally control you and do anything with you, abuse you, beat you, like slaving you, anything. And you would have Stockholm syndrome, and that's it. The life is miserable.
I mean, because just because you're a victim mentality, so this goes on. Tell me something, Alia, you were trained for Honeytrap. Not a lot of women are trained in that way.
Not a lot.
Not a lot of women. How many people did you target, and what sort of information did you bring out of them? Let's talk about politicians. Let's talk about, I don't know, high-end officers, government.
Okay, let me tell you how does it work in the secret intelligence world with the target.
Okay.
So first of all, with your target, you have to take some time to gather information, everything. Where does he go? What does he do? What's the inner circle? What's the activity? Everything. So you have this information, you analyze it. Then you can use social engineering installing, right? Where you can somehow install this like different events or objects or wherever. So this target would be, okay, let me tell you like the story how I did with Vladimir. So Vladimir, I would say, was my, a lot of people ask me, did you love him? Did you do you miss him, or what emotions did you have? I will tell you, Vladimir for me was my savior. If not him, I wouldn't be here right now sitting in front of you. And I was too young to understand what love is. I still, unfortunately, due to my PTSD and my traumas, I think I cannot experience love. I love my son. I love people. I love animals. I have dog and cat. I do. But because I know the man psychology so much, I don't know if I would ever be able to find and trust a man and have this loving 100% trustable relationships, to be honest, because I know how men operates. I'm not talking that men are bad, no.
No, you know too much about men.
Yeah, so I don't know, but with Vladimir, for example, I mean, it's just a great example to explain how actually the whole strategy worked. So we got a task. This is the leader of the criminal group. This is my target. I supposed to be a bait. So we couldn't just kill him. We didn't want to kill him. We needed information from a bigger criminal who subsidized and who sponsoring and who is supplying drugs and weapons and human trafficking and all this. We couldn't just besides, you have to have evidences to arrest the target, right?
Correct.
So we needed to have evidences. So we decided, I mean, my commander of my team, and of course you never operate alone. So there is field agents, the agents who are operating in the department. Let's imagine James Bond is a field agent. He's in action. Q is his tech guy. And then M is the brain behind the whole operation. So it works like that everywhere. It's always a teamwork. You cannot do any mission without your teamwork. And in any business, you have to have a good teamwork. Your team is 80 or even 100% of your success.
Yeah.
So my commander, M, let's say, said, okay, so let's do this strategies, Honeytrap. You, Alia, will be the bait. So we established, speaking with the former classmates, high school classmates, that Vladimir apparently was in love to a girl from Uzbekistan, which is also Asian looking girl, who unfortunately supposed to wait from him when he went to the army, and in Russia it's compulsory for 2 years to go to the army and serve the country. And usually when soldiers go there, they come back usually after that, they get married, and this is a tradition. So she didn't wait for him. He comes back and she's pregnant from another guy. So he's heartbroken. And then he becomes a criminal. And besides, don't forget, it was after 1991, USSR, it was a chaos. There was no strong politician who would guide the country. The country was collapsed. People were starving, a lot of homeless children, a lot of crime. So it was that period of time. And Vladimir became criminal, and then he became even bigger. So he became a leader of this criminal group. At that time in Russia, there were a lot of criminal groups. So we established that he kind of into Asian girls, sort of he's
that's how you
fetish,
were planted. Yeah,
sort of. And then we also asked to see these old albums from these photos from the graduation, graduation school photos. So I saw that girl, and she was wearing this uniform, blah blah blah, but she was wearing particular this white socks on every photo. And I was okay, so I need to wear that. So I bought very similar socks, high heels. I bought a short skirt looking like a uniform, like USSR uniform.
Yeah.
That color, the dark brown color. and I put like also the same similar the hairstyle, and
You got the same kind of look. The
yes,
appearance was similar to the girl. Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Number one. Number two, we installed social engineering. So for a couple months, we were using some couples who were looking like Vladimir, and the lady, the partner, would look like Asian. So we would hire these sort of like actors,
Okay.
and they would be somewhere nearby Vladimir. He would go to the restaurant, the couple would like walking, holding hands, kissing. Then he would go like to the like banya, sauna, like Russian banya, it's like sauna, and they would be like, another couple would be like, she's pregnant, and similar guy like Vladimir wearing the uniform from like the soldier, like this uniform, would like hold her belly, be like very caring, loving, and all this. So he wouldn't look at them, but peripheral vision does.
No direct contact, but yeah, it's there somewhere in your mind. Yeah.
Yes. Then in another scene, in another time, somewhere in the restaurant or like whatever, he would see another couple similar like that. And then finally he would like peripheral vision would see like on the street near to his house, like there is a little newborn baby, and the couple kissing, and like they like happy with the kid. Ah, baby, da da da, we're so happy, happy family, happy family. So in his mind, the moment he saw me, it would be the question, and that's what we need
Who's
to
she?
install. What if with this girl I would be happy? What if my dream would become true? Because he was heartbroken, because that woman broke his heart, and it also affected his ego. That's why he was hiring prostitutes every single night, because he was using them, because he didn't want emotional attachment. So when men hiring prostitutes because they are heartbroken, they have PTSD, and they don't want emotional attachments, that's why they are going to these escorts, paid girls.
Okay. I have one question for this, but I'll ask that later. Yeah.
Let's do it now.
Okay. So we'll continue this story, but there are a lot of men who say that we don't pay for sex. We don't like to pay for sex.
But they do.
A lot of men say that.
Yeah, but they do.
What they like to do is manipulate girl, take them over for drink, dinner, and then
say, oh, I love you, I will marry you, let's go and
no, not even marry. Oh, I like you. Let's sleep around.
Let's sleep
Simple.
around. Yes, let's hang out. Yeah, of course. A lot of men, they're so insecure, they'd rather pay for sex. That's why prostitution is the most ancient profession.
Correct. So what after this?
So with Vladimir, when he was sort of ready, we already had one of the member of my team who was already undercover in the group. He was like little drug dealer. So he would get supplements, and he would sort of sell it, bring the money, and become more or less trustable drug dealer, but he's undercover. But at the same time, he was bringing him girls. Oh, I have this girl, she's a student, she needs some money. Students, they don't have like money. Do you want to F her for tonight?
Yeah.
And he would bring him girls, but he wouldn't bring him beautiful girls. He would bring him girls, but not good enough for him to get attachment. Then my turn.
Your entry.
And then it's my turn. I'm wearing that clothes. I walk in, and again, like I do say it in my masterclasses and YouTube, everywhere.
Yeah.
It's very important the way you walk into the room. So I walk in, I don't look at him. Okay? I walk in like, this I'm worth it. I'm beautiful. I'm independent. I'm a student. At the time, of course, I wasn't a student, and I'm here just to hang out in this beautiful club. And I started to dance and like smile and all this. And also, we installed some other guys that they would come to me and flirt with me, and I would like ignore them or like tell them off. So we would show that I am in demand, I'm popular. And then my undercover the team, like this member of my team, he would like, oh, I would like to introduce you to Vladimir. So I come in, very important to look into the eyes for at least 3 seconds, look down like you're a little bit shy, look left like you're thinking about something, and then look back to his eyes and smile. This is also one of the technique. And that's it. I started to have like this conversation. I knew what he liked by that time, what kind of stories to tell him. So of course he's surrounded by like enormous amount of girls, like gold diggers, hookers, whatever.
Yeah.
And I needed to come closer to him. But I wasn't pretending that I'm particular like prostitute or something. I was there but not there.
Yeah.
So it was like a game.
Snobby.
Like I want you, but like I'm shy and like I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no.
Confusing him.
Yes,
Okay.
confusing. It's a game. You know, everybody likes to play. Especially Vladimir, strong man that time. He was seeking emotions. He was seeking something alluring, something exciting, because everything is routine. You know, like everything becomes routine. You have the best girls in the world. So what? You have a lot of money.
How did
so
you
what?
break that routine?
Emotional swings.
What was, what did you offer which was like very different from
Manipulation. I manipulated him. What I said, like the strategy before. So I gave him enough attention, but then I pulled out. Then again attention, then I pulled out.
the hot and cold behavior?
Huh?
The hot and cold behavior.
Hot and cold. Actually, this technique's called circles of hell. So,
Circles of hell.
Yes.
Okay.
So
What is that
I would
technique?
put him into the, like into this circles of circles of circles, and in the center is me as a prize. But like he's constantly in the circles. When he does something good, I give him something like as a reward. When he does something bad, I just ignore him.
Oh, what would you give him? What is that?
Like
thing?
keys or maybe BG. But when he
Okay.
behaves as a bad boy, I'm like, oh, sorry, I need to do my homework. I'm busy today.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying, BG, right? So yes, ladies, BG is only as a reward.
Okay. Yeah.
Only
Reward.
only as a reward.
That
If
women
he's
need to
a good
understand.
boy, a good boy only. These emotional swings, manipulation, of course, and then he already has trusted me enough where I started to be with him as his girlfriend.
Okay.
And of course, together with my team, I wouldn't be able to do it by myself. We have created a lot of entertaining things, like this adrenaline rush, and at the same time you have intercourse. This is anchor. This is the biggest anchor for any man.
Okay.
He becomes addicted. So we would do this a lot. For example, okay, just an example, very, very fast extreme driving, and you do BG during that driving.
Okay.
For example,
Interesting.
or like teenagers, they go to roller coaster and they're like, roller coaster, and then in the toilet they do whatever they do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Adrenaline, because adrenaline, it's all about our chemical hormones. Yes.
Okay, so this is how you used to, keep him in control and get a lot of information from him.
I would get information just simply because I was there. I heard all his conversations. I met all his colleagues. I mean, criminals.
Girl to girl, tell me, how was it dating
Criminal.
criminal?
Oh, it was amazing. It's like being celebrity.
Yeah.
Actually, at some point now I think like maybe I like my celebrity lifestyle because like I miss that life.
Yeah.
I'm joking. No, it's like, okay, so let me explain.
You must be
it.
getting a lot of gifts, a lot of attention,
Yeah, of
a lot
course.
of, people scared of you.
Respect.
Respect.
So, okay, that time, I'm talking about 2000s in Russia, criminals were celebrities. So who is the biggest celebrity in India?
Celebrity, there are Bollywood actors. Amitabh Bachchan.
Well, imagine him in Russia, but he's a criminal lord. Imagine how people treat him. That's the way Vladimir was treated in Russia. Wherever you go.
Okay.
So that's the and you his girlfriends.
Amazing. And you were used to that kind of attention then? You loved it?
I mean, who doesn't like when, like, you know, people praise you and respect you and you know, take care about you and just like, you know, there for you, of course.
What are the weird habits that these criminals have? Have you come across?
Habits of criminals: lots of drugs, lots of alcohol and prostitutes and gambling. Why? Again, because they understand deeply inside of them that doing crime is not good. They understand that somewhere deep inside.
Yeah.
And in order to get out of this reality, they are trying to numb their brain by using alcohol or drugs.
Okay. Interesting. So there's a technique that you were talking about. You spoke about the adrenaline rush also. But, you know, in one of your videos, you talked about this technique of yours, which you do before walking into a high stake room or before going on a date or before meeting somebody very important.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't believe a lot of people in India know about it, and it would be very interesting for them to know that you mentioned using a vibrator in car
Yes,
before meeting people.
Yes,
or
we spoke at Lisa Bellew, the Women Impact. Yes. I mean, if it's okay for Indian culture, I don't know. You know, in America, it's quite open. Everybody like quite okay with that. In India, I respect Indian tradition. So if I'm okay to speak about this in a more like seductive way, okay. So how does it work? I'm just explaining from the science perspective first, and then I will explain how does it work in.
Correct, because what I want to know here is when you walk in that room, you know, you have mentioned that you know, all men are looking at you, people are looking at you, and it's just that energy that you are giving out. Correct?
Yes.
So what is that? And does that work for every woman?
Of course. For every woman and every man. Absolutely.
Okay.
It's all about anchoring your own brain, as I said before. And if you don't have yet maybe people who are lifting you up and praising you and complimenting you and believing in you,
this technique works.
Then use it for you. Because in the end of the day, this is your life. You want to be the best version of yourself. You want to be successful. You want to be respectful. You want to have the best, right? So do it for you.
Okay.
Because from science position, if we anchor our brain, and there are a few anchors. Number one, audible. Choose song which makes you super high, super wow. It's your, let's say, lucky song. And you put the song every time you feel anxiety, stress. Number two, anchor. The body anchor.
Okay.
Place the anchor on your body. And when I said about the highest peak of emotions, when you can anchor your partner, is during intercourse, when it's an orgasm, that moment, you can place an anchor on the body somewhere. Maybe, for example, you can bite or kiss the ear, or maybe like some spot on the shoulder, but it has to be very private. It shouldn't be hands, because we always like handshake each other and whatever. Like it has to be special spot for your spot.
Okay.
So at that moment of ejaculation or having an orgasm, you either kiss, either press, either like a little bit like bite this spot, and then we have another anchor, which is the word anchor. And you can say any word, for example, but it has to be also your word.
Your word.
You are my lion. Like, or you're the best, everybody says, but you can say like better, like something animal, like whatever he likes, like you are like Mr. Bond, or like you are Mr. or you're my tiger, or
Okay.
like take me like a tiger, or like whatever his favorite movie character, Spider-Man, I don't know, whatever, whatever he is into.
So basically, try to make him feel like an alpha man.
Yes.
You know, in my previous question, you were answering that there's a 15-20 minute gap or a window, correct, when you have intercourse and you have to make that man like an alpha man, you mentioned. So what do you think is that is the period, that is the time when the man is vulnerable,
The most
and
vulnerable, yes.
the
After
most
ejaculation, yes. He's
correct.
the most vulnerable because his brain is relaxed and you can install and program his brain much easily.
So you can feed anything inside his brain without him.
I want a new bag. I want a new car.
Without him knowing it, right?
Well, you know what? Of course, you know, you can whisper, oh, look at this picture. Oh, you know what? I have a great example. Maybe like that's, I have a great example. Okay. So I had relationship with one man. And I have a principle. I never buy jewelry myself. It's just my principle.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just counting the jewelry.
Oh, it's not all. Believe me, I'm like Elizabeth Taylor.
Okay.
So again, see, you presented me bracelets.
Yeah.
It's just my principle.
Okay.
Not because of something. I do invest money into properties. And jewelry for me is something like, you know, accessories. So anyway, so I desperately wanted this new collection of Tiffany. I was going crazy. But of course, I'm like, I can afford it. But so
Yeah,
I'm
principles.
like, yeah. And
Rules are rules.
And ladies, never ask your man, I want this bite for me.
Okay.
Man will never do this. You have to create a desire in man to gift it to you. How to do it, I will tell you how. And this is very powerful. So, anchoring as well. So in the beginning, I said to him when we were like having already fun and like after intercourse, we were laying in bed and like, you know, getting ready to sleep. I'm like, I want to show you my favorite movie, which like is iconic. It's with Audrey Hepburn, Breakfast at Tiffany's. It's so beautiful. But you know that this movie is actually the whole commercial advertisements for Tiffany.
Correct.
But beautiful movie.
I saw the movie. Yeah, it's there on Netflix also.
Yeah. So Breakfast at Tiffany's. It's all about Tiffany's. Okay, nothing else. We watch the movie, go to bed. Then time goes by, Then in LA, I'm like, oh my God, look, Tiffany, a billboard. Do you remember the movie we watched together, Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Yeah.
Because it's not a male movie, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's such a gorgeous necklace. Oh, this collection is so amazing. Oh, I love it. That's it. Then social media scrolling down. Oh, look, my friend. She's so cool, right? This is my friend for so long. Look, but she's wearing these Tiffany earrings. Oh, she's amazing. I know her for 5 years. She's cool, right? Okay. Then it comes like St. Valentine's or whatever, like, you know.
Yeah.
And like,
it's already planted in his brain.
This is social engineering. And then you walk through the Tiffany's. Do you remember Tiffany's? Yeah, this is the best brand, Tiffany. Yeah, I love it so much. And then guess what? Tiffany.
Manipulation. That's how manipulation
That's how you get
works.
gifts, ladies. Not like, oh, I want this bite for me.
You're right. You're correct. Don't just ask.
No.
Plant it in his brain, right? Correct. Okay, so tell me, when we talk about manipulation, right, we spoke a lot about this. I want to know, most people think that a liar, someone who's lying to me, will just walk away. But what have they taught you? What is that technique where you come to know that he's lying, or he's not lying to me, or he's loving, or he's real?
How to understand who is lying, who is not?
Who's not?
This is quite big topic, but
just one technique.
Just one technique. Okay. I
Can I
will
come to know through
always
his
check.
eyes?
Like when you just meet a new person?
Yeah.
Okay, when you just
For
meet,
example, I meet someone at the bar.
like you meet man in the bar. How to
Anyone,
understand,
anyone.
is he really married or is he really single? Very simple. You don't need to ask, are you married?
Nobody,
like,
nobody
where's you
does that.
single?
Yeah, nobody does that.
Yeah, where's you like ring? Are you single or not? Very simple. We start from like, when you were a little boy, what was your dream?
Is that not boring to
No,
ask
no,
someone
no.
who's a stranger?
It's all about his dreams. It's all about him. Don't forget, man, particular men, they love to talk about themselves.
Yeah.
And you have to perform, of course, active listening. And with this eye contact, active listening, and asking questions and all this. Then, from this childhood, college, work.
It's a long story.
Yeah, but you have to listen if you really want to know. If you're really into guy and you want to know, you need to gather information.
Please, girls who want to
Speak less. Agents, they speak
less.
They listen
More.
all this. My friends actually tell me, it's funny, like I'm speaking with someone on the phone, but at the same time I'm listening what other conversation going on there. Yeah, or like in the restaurant, I'm like, it's just a habit. So listen, ask questions, and then slowly the conversation will go there. And then if he, for example, says, yes, I'm single, blah, 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 I'm not in relationship, the next time you meet or wherever, you ask, and you must remember what he told you. You test him. Oh, by the way, do you remember about Johnny? You told me like this, like, by the way, is he married or not? And he mentioned about like Johnny and that he's married and that they were traveling together. Because like, why would single guy would travel with a married couple somewhere?
Yeah. In India, arranged marriages are built on a foundation, on trust. There's a lot of background checkup. Families they check, who the other family is. Everything. There's a lot of community trust, background check, family background check, everything. So everything is supposed to be transparent here before you get married. Correct. That is called an arranged marriage. But before the marriage, there's a courtship period of 3 to 4 months where the girl and the boy kind of dates. They get to know each other, and
God.
they know
Thank God.
they get to know each other, and they try and keep themselves as the best version of themselves.
Yeah.
What do you call this? This is also a manipulation, a trap, or how do you see
I
it?
wouldn't see as a trap. When we meet someone new, we always want to have like the best
Version of ourselves.
impression of
Yeah.
anyone. It's normal. I mean, we're all human beings. We all want that. But that's why it's so important to spend more time before obviously marriage, more time and in different activities. I would advise, if like in this particular situation in India, I would advise to do different sort of things. For example, go to like do something activity like a sport,
Okay.
games, maybe bowling, meeting with friends, so you can see your future partner in different scenarios. It's not just like you and him watching a movie or I don't know, eating in the restaurant. You need to see your partner, your future partner, in different scenarios. And what other people also see about him or her. So you also analyze what social status does she or he has.
Yeah, how they talk, what is their behavior with different kind of people.
How does he look at to another woman? Maybe you're together with him, but he's like every girl,
somewhere
like
else.
or maybe not. Like it depends. You can
Yeah.
ask your girlfriend and say, listen, I will go to the toilet. Please tell him that I'm the best and I have so many like admirers, like asking me, or there is another guy wants to marry me or something. So yeah, better to see your future partner in different scenarios and like with different people.
Girls, please remember this. This is a great tip from you. Okay, tell
Thank
me
you.
something. India has believed to be friends with Russia since like many years. What are we for Russians? we believe in the friendship, but how do you look from, the inside out?
Okay, I will tell you, this is very close to my heart because I was born in USSR, and the first movie I watched was Zita and Gita.
Sita and Gita.
Sita and Gita.
Hema Malini.
But in Russian, they would translate Zita and Gita. Sita and Gita. And another one, which I don't know how to pronounce in Hindi, but it was Jimmy, Jimmy, acho, acho, Jimmy, Jimmy, acho, acho.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the movie which was like every day, non-stop.
Okay.
And of course, Indian tea, which I still remember, that red, bottle.
Okay.
And when in 2017 in London, I was invited into the beauty pageant and I won, which was like so shocking for me. I won this like Miss Asia in London. I was crowned by Sushmita Sen.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? And it's like a childhood dream, like to come true. And also coming to India with all these my beautiful memories from childhood. It's also an anchor, by the way. So yeah, India for Russians is very friendly, very hospital, very kind, very like, just like warm people and culture, and it's just only positive. I just would like to say that first of all, I would like to meet and greet Indian people. So maybe like today, tomorrow, I would love to see everybody who comes and just like meet in person. I would love to do some charity work and go to support orphan kids and victims of human trafficking.
You got some NGOs?
Yes, I got some information from from some people, Indian people from like, Russian Money Team from you as well. So I would like to do that. And I would like to explore Indian culture because, as I said, like it's my childhood dream.
Great. Okay, so I think we'll wrap it up with only
Yes.
one last question that I wanted to know, that how traffickers actually recruit not strangers, but, the relationship builders, as we see. They first form any kind of relationship with their targets, and then they trap them.
Yeah, so I just will say in one sentence, predators operate the same way. First of all, it's love bombing online. They can find the target, send a lot of messages, say you're the best and all this, compliments. Then isolation. So isolate the victim from parents, from friends, and then they kidnap. So it's all the same. So please, guys, be careful. The strategy is the same. And that's why I'm here, bringing awareness how to protect yourself from manipulators, predators, narcissists, toxic people, and criminals.
Yeah, thank you so much, Alia. It was pleasure talking to you, and we had a fantastic time. I hope you meet a lot of Indian people and you enjoy a lot of Indian food. Thank you again.
Namaste.
Learned a lot from you. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste.